Welcome to Inside Outboards with your host, Kodibass.
Oh. Yeah, let's see what we got up in here. Get it! It's only $4.50 a gallon here. Stop it! And we got a little melted action up here. That's just plastic. And I must. Oh, is that the spark plug wire? Must have been. At one time, yeah, it went mounted there and the spark plug. Yeah. So I'm gonna need a new coil. You know, for giggles. I'm thinking it would be neat to see that. I'm gonna get my power pack and stick on that starter and see if it actually turns over. I'll pull the plug out and yeah, let me do that. Alright, let me make sure I got everything that's going to be wanting to catch on something. That should be fine. Well, I've got my power pack right here hooked up. Never know, let's see. As long as I got her turning over like that. See, I'm wondering, after seeing that right there, okay, I got a compressiones tester. Just see what we get. Curious. He's on 0. I don't know if it'll stay there, but let's get this out of here so we don't have another explosion. How about under here? No, that won't work either. That should do it right there, I think. Okay. All right, let's see what we get. $95, 100 even. Yep. 95, 100. Yep. So the compression's fine. Whoa. But what I want to do real quick, $90, $95, 100. And for an old single lugger, 100's fine. All right. So I'm going to take his carb bowl off here. Went and got another Jason. Ooh, that ain't good. Rust all over the end of it there. you. Yeah, that might not run an engine. In there. And then look, that's what's left of the float bowl. I thought it might be plastic. I couldn't remember if it was brass or not. See the difference between a raven and a crow? There it is. There's your raven. Crows don't like him. There's your raven. There's your crow. See how much bigger them ravens are? Good looking birds. There's the setup. There's the drive motor on the left, standing on the machine, on the platform right there. There's the drive motor on the right. Under the plastic bag is a hose coming from the tank. And then up front, as far back in there as you can go, you can see the filter and all going like to the tank. I don't know which ones to send and which ones to return. If anybody knows, help me out. But that's the setup. Okay, you can see I got all the hoses off the drive motors there. And you can see I got a piece of rope that's impersonating my hose from the drive motor all the way up to where their controls would be. And then I put me a piece of tape here. So now we can pull that out. And then that's how long my hoses are going to be. And I'm going to round up. So if this was, I'm guessing, that's about 5'4" because I'm about 5'7", so I'll round up to 6 feet. I'd rather have a little extra than not enough. And then here's my control unit that controls everything. And you can see she's all roach, burn up bad, so they'll have to replace every bit of that, imagine. But I'll let them do their magic. There's the hoses for one side. There's the hoses over there for the other side that go to the drive motors. So the most important thing for me right now is get the drive motor hoses made, then I can clean up the ramrod really good and get those in place, then start on the engine and get it back in place, and then go from there. That's my plan. You got any advice? Please do share. Hydraulics is not my, let's say, especialidades. I speak it Spanish. Desastriones. You understand? been sitting in my junk pile here for over 2 years since the last time I started it, 2 summers ago. I poured some gas in it, made a little makeshift tank, little test tank, and she's spitting and the carb needs cleaning, but aren't those old Hondas amazing? Go Honda and go home. There's the tank. It has electric start, so I just jumped it with my battery. She don't like me to rev her right now, like I said. I'm just trying to get it to come up to temp. Idled up high on purpose. Hear that pop? Like I said, this thing hasn't been started in over 2 years. Been sitting out here in my bone pile. And this one has reverse. It's shaft drive. It's the first generation Big Red. I'm going to drag it out here. I got a plastic gas tank for it. And, yeah, I mean, I'm going to bring it back to life. Clean it up. One more project. The more I let her run, she's smoothing out. Gas dripping out of there, out of the bottom of the bowl, so the needle ain't. I think I have a rebuild kit already for it. So I'll have to replace that needle and see. But she's smoothing out. Yippee! It's a 1984 first generation Big Red shaft drive with reverse. Don't know what else to say. It's old. Geezer like me. But I've got to get this thing ready because, believe it or not, August 1st is when our hunting season starts, and I want this thing squared away. It'll look a lot better than what it does right now, I promise. Big Red. Honda. Go Honda, go home. Okay, this time I might actually kill it because I've shot the super clean and brushed it, and I've let it soak for about 5 minutes. And I also sprayed some of that on the actual engine itself. So I'm gonna hose her down good. She may die, but it don't matter because I'm gonna pull that card and everything anyway. But I've got a ways to go to make this thing deer hunting ready, but we'll see how it goes. Well, she was gonna die, but she hung tough. Now I'm just gonna let it run and let it dry out. Looks a lot better though. She's smoothing out nice. Yep, she's waking up good. Starting to really, just smooth out and run good. More vids are coming on Inside Outboards with your host, Cody Bass.